Today I want to talk to you about common misconceptions I see when it comes to recruiting in the door-to-door industry. So my number one is that recruits want to hear that they're going to make a ton of money, like 6 figures or $1 million in the interview process. If you actually think about this, if you were to interview at any large company for a high-paying role like Google or Microsoft or Amazon, they would never in a million years say, oh my gosh, you're going to be able to make so much money between your salary and your bonuses. You're going to be freaking rich after this first year. You would immediately devalue that position because suddenly you would feel like you're in the controlling seat. You would say, well, I really need to see if this is a good fit for me first. So number two is the more we hype the job during the interview, the more excited they are going to be to actually take that. And this kind of uses that same psychology I mentioned in the last point, which is if you frame it as if you are lucky to have them come on board, then they are going to feel like they're in the driver's seat and they are psychologically in control of that conversation. Suddenly you're going to end up getting questions like, well, what's the pay? Do I really need to go work every single day? How many hours do I need to put in? How hard is it to learn? And that's kind of the opposite of what you guys want in the interview. What you actually want is reps feeling, oh my gosh, I'm so lucky to be in this interview right now. I really, really hope they consider me for this position because I'm excited to get it. And number three is to think about recruiting as if it's just a numbers game, which we do a lot in door-to-door. If you are thinking about it from a numbers game perspective, you're likely saying things during your recruiting and interview process like, it's door-to-door sales, you're going to be outside knocking in the hot sun every single day. I just want to make sure that's okay before we move forward. If you say something like that, you are immediately giving this negative connotation to door-to-door, when in your head you're thinking, oh, well, I'm just weeding out the people that wouldn't be willing to do this job. You're actually weeding out a ton of people who would have probably been willing to take the job if you had framed it appropriately and made the position sound more professional ahead of time.